next step in legendary explorer and Laureus Academy member Mike Horn's global Pangaea Expedition takes him to what was the heartland of an empire stretching to Europe under Genghis Khan. Mongolia is a country dominated by desert and with a booming population. It's also a new challenge for Laureus Academy member Mike Horn and his Pangaea Expedition team.
Welcome to Mongolia.
All the young explorers arrived and met the Mike Horn team.
We all came from different parts of the world and we're finally here.
Our main mission while we're here in Mongolia is to take scientific soil samples and do water sample testing, as well as explore the different terrains that Mongolia has to offer.
The first part of the journey was 175 kilometers, but the nature of the bumpy, rough roads meant it took the group more than 6 hours to cover the distance. Another cultural challenge would be the food. A traditional Mongolian dish is yak milk with rice and dried meat.
So the next step for our expedition would be to travel 1,300 kilometers from the north down south to the Gobi Desert.
Physically, the next stage would be hugely demanding, the team tackling challenging terrain on foot, with steep climbs both intimidating and exhausting.
So after 9 hours and almost 1,000 meters of elevation change, we eventually reached the Yol Valley.
Throughout our expedition across Mongolia, we've been working with Roswitha from the University of Munich and undertaking soil sampling, water testing and vegetation sampling. And we've been doing this at different locations to try and gain an insight into how different landscapes and different environmental factors have an impact on the health of the environment. So over the past 50 years, the population of Mongolia has doubled. This has also seen an increase in the level of nomadism. So this has obviously had a big impact in terms of how people need to live out in the desert where they live off the land, which has impacted the environment in terms of overgrazing.
After a week together, the team had all become experienced on horseback. This was a part of the expedition where they could make good time, but the uneven terrain proved treacherous.
My horse fell into a hole in the ground, so I fell over its head. And what I've got now is a cut on my eyelid, apparently, and Gaynor will stitch me up now.
Today we're going to meet our camels, and then we're going to trek across the Hongren Els, which are the sand dunes of the Gobi Desert.
The new mode of transport wasn't to everyone's taste or comfort.
My first camel ride was interesting. My backside is a bit sore.
The mission of our day was to climb the highest dune on the Hongren Els. So we decided to wake up at 4 a.m. in the morning, make the best of our time. And once we were on top of the dunes, it was such an incredible experience. And we could see the sunrise on top of the dune behind the Altan mountain range.
Good morning.
Good morning.
We've got about 50 kilometers to cover. Hopefully it will take us 9 to 10 hours, but we ready. Last day.
The final day and a last effort. The explorers cycled through the Gigit Valley and passed by the spectacular Flaming Cliffs, a region famous for the discovery of dinosaur remains.
Going over the hills and seeing the town the first time, I was like, I'm gonna do it. I was so happy because I made it. I was really, really happy and it was really good.
After 2 weeks of extraordinary experiences, the group said their emotional farewells. But this team of young explorers will never forget.